T to the G, man. Who you think it gonna be? All right, man. Now we're back on our Urban Topics playlist. I couldn't believe the title of this one, so I'll get straight to it. Atlanta rapper and 100 people arrested after doing a hood vlog. Now, before we get in this video, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you're one of my day ones, you already know what to do. Hit that like button and drop a comment below. Now, without wasting time, let's get it.
Your boy Longway, man. I just jumped out the pool with Dirty Glove.
Oh, that's Peewee, man. That's my man, Peewee Longway.
Me goes a long way, we don't need no label. That's how nigga came in. Walking the bend, don't see
the one out of two, though none of these niggas compare to me. I feel it was sprinkling my little Zona and chucking on L.
I ain't never been in the music in no type of shape, form, or fashion. You know what I mean? But
okay.
I look at it as having fun. Another way for me having fun.
Hundreds of millions of dollars worth of drugs and guns, Glock switches, and other items taken off the streets thanks to a special detail that culminated Thursday in Mogi County.
Law enforcement call it Operation
Mogi County, I don't know where that is. Oh, Atlanta, I guess.
To a special detail that culminated Thursday in Mogi County.
Law enforcement call it Operation Sweet Silence, which was a 2.5 years in the making, aimed at taking down gang members and cutting crime.
I know a lot of these content creators who do these type of things follow my platform, so they probably won't be fans or at least supporters after this. But we for the family over here. This is the family TV, and it's probably best on this video we start exposing how doing these hood vlogs can not only put you in harm's way, but it can get you arrested, indicted, and even having your quote-unquote ops know your exact location.
You know what? I've asked you a lot of times if I should start doing these hood vlogs, and I never thought about it from that perspective, the other side of the perspective. That's crazy.
Arrested, indicted, and even having your quote-unquote ops know your exact location. Fam, it's been reported within the last 24 hours that 101 people has been arrested. 279 million in drugs was seized in an operation called Sweet Silence. Apparently, this operation was aimed to stop dangerous gangs and drug cartels from operating in Columbus area, which is located in Georgia, almost 2 hours away from Atlanta, Georgia. Now, this indictment had made national headlines after being rumored that one of the 100+ people that was arrested was a rapper known out of Atlanta, Georgia, Peewee Longway. Today, we're going to go over this indictment, talk about Peewee Longway upcoming. It seemed with this 100+ people, I got to find out that it was some rappers that was in the gang that the authorities say was causing havoc in Columbus, Georgia. Today, we're going to see who that gang is, see who some of their rappers are, see who they was beefing with, and how they was formed. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. I think it's appropriate to start up this video by talking about a rapper from Zone 3 in Atlanta, Georgia. A rapper who been...
This whole thing has got me completely taken aback. Like, you know me, I'll be just... Pac-Man out here, like, you know what I mean? But this is wild.
Rapper for 10+ years and still relevant to this day. Quincy Lamont Williams, aka Peewee Longway. Some would say the Zone 3 native from Atlanta, Georgia, is a legend in their eyes. Been rapping a decade plus, as we mentioned, having hits with even the Migos 10 years ago in tracks like Came In.
Came in. Big getting guap dope boys in the trap, nigga. That's how nigga came in. Do rocket.
Having tracks with Gucci Mane, Young Dolph, just to name a few. Recently dropping a track titled Who Am I?
The one out of two, though none of these niggas compare to me. I feel it was sprinkling my little Zona and chucking on L.
From his fitness journey to his rapping ability, you can see nothing but growth in Peewee Longway. I'm not sure if it's true or not. You'll later see how Peewee Longway came up with his name. Now, Peewee Longway music label is MPA, allegedly stands for Money, Power, and Ammunition. He was once asked a series of questions on a reputable platform, Vlad TV, and this is what he had to say in regards to who he aligned with and how he was raised coming up. Check it out.
We'll call you Longway. You stuck with it. You got Peewee Longway.
Hey, we got two on together.
Now, what made you want to get into rapping?
I'm an urban guy, man. You know what I mean? I'm urban. I'm already urban, so urban is unreal.
Growing up in Zone 3 as a kid.
I mean, I want to say like I want to say like every other average man, man. You know what I mean? It wasn't always good, it wasn't always bad. We just took it with each other and ran with it.
Okay. When I look at your music, when I listen to your music and I look at your album covers and stuff like that, I'm seeing a lot of blue. The color blue seems to be very prominent.
It's a nice color, my boy. It's a night
My
color.
boy. My boy. That's just always been funny to me when people say that. Yeah, I saw this interview actually already, the full interview, the DJ Vlad one, and I actually thought he didn't self-snitch on himself in this video. So I'm trying to figure out how this interview might have did it. I don't know.
It's a nice color, my boy. It's a night color. It ain't nothing like
Now, I assume there's a Crip thing going on?
Nah, just a night color.
Just a nice color?
Yeah.
No cripping going on?
No, nothing. Just
No
a nice
nothing.
color. Just the scene. Themes and the scenes, man.
Okay. You know, growing up in that type of environment, a lot of people start to hustle early. Like, how old were you when you first started hustling?
I wasn't hustling, man. I was a school guy, man. Going to school, handling my business, man. You know.
That's what I saw this interview. I was like, yo, like, how did this interview click? Oh, we might have got clickbaited.
You 100%
school guy, man. Going to school, handling my business, man. You know.
You 100% legal? You were good?
Yeah.
Doing everything by the book?
Doing it by the book, man. Make sure it happens.
Okay. You know? And that's the way to answer those types of questions. People get mad at me for asking, but then people answer how they gonna answer. You know what I mean? So when I get that type of answer, I respect that type of answer.
Right.
You know? And for all the future rappers out there, y'all don't have to answer my questions. Y'all can answer it like Peewee Longway, saying that, you know, I ain't affiliated with none of that shit. I don't do none of that shit. I'm just a rapper.
Right.
I respect that. That's what's up. That's what's up. So I heard you got the name Peewee Longway from a girl.
Yeah, I was trying to get my Instagram thing set up, man. You know what I'm saying? My Twitter thing set up. And I was trying to come up with the name. You know what I'm saying? I blurted out what I'm gonna put. She blurted out Longway.
Okay. But you were Peewee before.
Yeah. Granny gave me that name.
Okay. Why'd you call you Peewee?
I don't know. I did what Granny, you know, I'm a small guy with big thing going. So Peewee, you know, Peewee makes it just sound big. I like the name Peewee.
As you can tell by his answers, Peewee Longway is a very smart man. He's been having run-ins with the law dating back in 2014 in Alabama, being caught with the...
You know, I had to read the charges.
The law dating back.
Damn. All right. Possession of controlled substance and possession of marijuana in the first degree. That is crazy about this. Let me know in the comments if y'all cities is still marijuana still legal over there, because that's wild to me.
2014 in Alabama, being caught with the illegal firearm. But for the most part, he kept his nose clean, at least to the public. He also had his own strain of Mary Jane, Blue M&M Sprinkles. Now, in Columbus, Georgia, Zona gang stands for ZHG. They have a rapper named Baby Fox that's signed to Offset. He's apparently arrested, a person who shouted him.
Oh, signed to Offset. I didn't even know Offset had a label.
Now, in Columbus, Georgia, Zahona Gang stands for ZHG. They have a rapper named Baby Fox that's signed to Offset. He's apparently arrested. A person who shouted him out was a guy allegedly a part of that same gang that liked the picture by Peewee Longway. And I found that interesting because that was the...
Whoa. He getting real factual right now. Let me just come back.
He's apparently arrested. A person who shouted him out was a guy allegedly a part of that same gang that liked the picture by Peewee Longway. And I found that interesting because that was the same gang alongside Crips that was mentioned in the indictment, with over 100 people recently arrested alongside Peewee Longway by the feds.
Baby Drill shout you out on his song. What's our relationship with each other?
Like, come forward. Shout out forward. That a bro.
For sure. Yeah. Is there anybody in the Tri-City area that you want to work with?
Like Columbus and shit?
Yeah, Columbus, Georgia. That you probably ain't worked with yet?
Oh, I'm finna have some shit going on with... I'm gonna have a song with Bangman Kurt.
Okay, yeah, he coming up in the street right now. He coming up. Yeah, he hard.
There's somebody.
Now, before we go over what they mentioned in that indictment, which is still early, I want to point out a hood vlog that was shot by Miko Worldwide 2.5 years ago, which so happens, according to which was released by the feds, this gang has been under...
Oh, that's crazy. So the video really is actually being used by the government. Oh, by the feds.
So happens, according to which was released by the Fed.
Fellas, it's not too late to become that auto tech HVAC. Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to tell the youngsters the same thing, man. It's not too late, man. Get your trucking license, do something. You know, get a mic and a camera, like I mean, do a reaction to something, or yeah.
This gang has been under surveillance since 2.5 years ago. The title of this video on Miko Worldwide page was titled Raw Streets of South Georgia, Zona Global Hood Vlogs. Now fam, I'm gonna play a clip. I don't want to ruin the video if you guys want to check it out, but check out some key moments. Now,
we in South Georgia. Hey, I'm with some real ones. They're gonna tell you where we at and a little bit about what it's like down here. All right. Hey, who we here with?
In Columbia, Georgia. This ZAG Solid. Yeah, man. AKA Baby Fuck. Yeah, the name tell itself, man. We're in Columbia, Georgia, the real trenches, man, the real hood, man. You know how we get. Yeah, nigga, fuck 54K, nigga. You checking in with the biggest ops in the city, man. Yeah, nigga. No, they know what we're man. Yeah, ZAG Hop Out, man. Go follow me on Instagram, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, big Texas, solo, man. I know what the fuck going on.
Yeah,
man, big Globals on hand, you know it, man. You know what I'm saying? Global ain't peak shit, pop shit.
Hell yeah, we Poop, NG Poop, man. With all that, yeah, y'all know how we come in with none of that. None of that we gonna handle. The hell that video, that's all you.
What the fuck these niggas on this shit, bro? Trying to go to the hood. Yeah, ready to go to that.
When they said they in the bottom of the trenches, I believe them. I hope they. Oh, I was about to say, I hope they're doing good now. He just said they got indicted. I'm like, I hope they're doing good now, though. That's right.
Fam, y'all smart. Y'all come with your own conclusion on what y'all feel about that video. Now, to give you a rundown on Zona Globe, or ZHG, it's a homegrown gang that some say was founded from someone from Florida. It was formed in Columbus, Georgia. They mainly rock pink and blue and have ties with the GDs. Originally, they formed in the mid-2010s by a GD member named Mad Max. As soon as ZHG was formed, they quickly became one of the most active groups in Columbus. Like most gangs, they would quickly come into conflict with other groups, but the biggest beefs would be the US World, or Us World, and Marlowe. Now you know what Crips mean. So now we got that, and who's the Zona gang that's mentioned in this indictment? Fam, let's talk about it. Over $270 million worth of drugs was seized in the operation that spanned from Columbus, Georgia to California, which led to 101 people.
Oh, from Columbus to Cali. So they was definitely selling that weed. Okay.
Being arrested. The investigation included nearly a dozen state federal agencies. It spanned several states and resulted in 31 arrests in Columbus and Alabama on Thursday. Of the 31 individuals arrested, 19 were arrested on federal charges and 12 were taken into custody on state charges, indicating these individuals are alleged members of the Zona gang and the Crips gang. And as mentioned, the FBI had mentioned they had been conducting an investigation over the past 2 years. Operation Sweet Silence, in total, had 126 search warrants. Law enforcement seized 155 firearms and over $273,000 in cash. And as mentioned, they seized over $100 million in street value worth of drugs.
Millions of dollars worth of drugs and guns, Glock switches, and other items taken off the streets thanks to a special detail that culminated Thursday in Mogi County.
Law enforcement call it Operation Sweet Silence, which was a 2.5 years in the making, aimed at taking down gang.
If the feds are sitting on you for 2.5 years, you cooked.
Members and cutting crime. News at 9's Catrice Nolan joins us live in our newsroom tonight with more on this takedown.
Catrice, we understand multiple local, state, and federal agencies involved in this operation.
That's right. Several agencies involved. And this is the number. Over $279 million in street value of what they seized. And the FBI,
in street value,
GBI, the DEA.
So how does I always wondered that. How do the feds know what the street value is? Like, do they know somebody like a smoker or something? Like, nah, man, that rock is actually worth. Sorry, they'd be like, that eighth, that's $40. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, and others all work together for Operation Sweet Silence. Now, the sheriff says although they took more than 2.5 years moving in silence, the takedown was seen and heard across the Chattahoochee Valley.
Yeah.
These are the mugshot and faces of some of the people just arrested in the Columbus area through what they are calling Operation Sweet.
What did the police do to him? Come on, fam.
Silence. The multi-agency takedown has been planned for more than 2 years. Muskogee County Sheriff's says it took overtime hours to put that many people behind bars.
The Muskogee County Sheriff's Office has worked in lockstep with the FBI and the DEA to go after some very dangerous gang members of the Zona gang, members of the Crips.
District Attorney Don Kelly telling us that gang activity has led to high homicide rates in Muskogee County.
We've seen the homicide rate more than double because of gangs, and we are going to continue to target gangs. 19 of the suspects facing.
You hear that, right? And that's not just in Muskogee County or wherever the heck it is. Muskogee? Yeah, it's not just that county. It's every county, in every city, in every part of America. They are tired of this drill music scene. They are tired of their communities being shot up, and they're tired of their kids dying. They're tired. The people are just tired, plain tired. So I'm trying to tell you, you can be in a gang, but there's going to be consequences.
Federal charges. 12 of those.
And actually, being in a gang isn't even a crime. It's what you do when you're in the gang. That's the crime. It's the actions that are the crime.
Those cases being prosecuted locally. The drugs and other illegal weapons seized in this operations have a street value of $279 million, something the U.S. Attorney's Office says was a.
You know what's crazy? If I was one of those people who got arrested, like, I'd be like, yo, I wasn't with all that. Just charge me for the gun you found on me. Like, I don't know about all that other shit. Like, is that how that works? Or is it a RICO?
Large amount for this area.
This was a major operation, one of the largest, I think, in Columbus history. And it was, the point is to really target folks who are doing the most damage in the community.
Spilling the drugs and crime into other areas like Harris and Russell counties.
When it affects one person, we know these criminals don't stop at the county line.
And law enforcement is not silent about their warning for criminals.
We have 4 words for those individuals who think that they can set up shop
don't do it
in Muskogee County.
Just don't do it.
Not on our watch.
Oh.
And the sheriff going on to say that people of Columbus deserve to be safe, and taking all these drugs and gang members off the streets is a start. Just go to WTVM.com to find a breakdown of the narcotics seized and the federal charges for those arrested. Reporting in the newsroom, Catrice Nolan, WTVM News Leader 9.
And certainly some amazing numbers there that you talked about, Catrice. As you said, sweet silence, speaking loud and clear to folks in this area. All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, historic.
It's a very unfortunate situation for everybody involved. Over 100 people. You can only imagine the amount of people who cooperate. Like they say, out of every 4, it's going to be at least 2. Y'all let me know how you guys feel about this one. As more developed, I'll keep you guys updated.
Yeah, man. I'm actually a huge Longway fan. Like I said, I thought when he did the interview with Vlad, I thought he did a great job of trying to keep it concealed, what his real actions and intentions on the streets were. But the feds took 2.5 years to investigate him and everybody around him. That lets you know the scope of the seriousness of when the feds get involved. I'm definitely going to stay tuned and glued on this one. Ooh, is that a new phrase? Tuned and glued. Oh, yeah, man. If you made it this far, that means you put some paint where it ain't. And for that, you need to be thanked. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share to be aware. Keep me that algorithm because I need to be there, man. Because I know there's 10 other streamers out there doing it like me, but...
Fuck that little 10. I'm maxed out.